Hi everyone, my name is James Cox. It's nice to meet all of you. I've enjoyed your videos. I want to take a moment this evening to tell you a little bit about myself and my personal brand. One of the key things for me that has always been a common theme throughout my life is caring for people, especially young children and other populations that may have a hard time taking care of themselves. I currently am the Marketing and Admissions Director for Ascent Children's Health Services in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and we're spread throughout the state, and we spend our energy on helping young children that have higher levels of needs to meet those obstacles and surpass them, and prepare them for their next stages of life. I've been with the company for 8 years, and that is how I express myself professionally with that brand of caring for others. I met my wife. We've been together for 10 years, been married for 10 years in college, and we had similar interest in caring for people. She was a teacher, and I was a psychology major that had no plans. And fortunately, she found a job before I did, and has been really the rock for me and for our family since day one. We have 2 kids, Emma, who is 5, and she started kindergarten this year, which was very exciting, but also a little bit heartbreaking for those of you parents out there. And then Jonah, who is 2 years old, and he is his sister's biggest fan, and likewise. They obviously take up a lot of our time, and we wouldn't have it any other way. I enjoy staying involved with kids even outside of work. This is our T-ball trophy that we earned through a lot of hours of hard work. Coaching 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds is challenging, but also rewarding. And like all good parents, my kids, my daughter, her nutrition comes from Trolls vitamins. So not only does this dominate my TV, it's in vitamin form for her, so that helps her get off to kindergarten every day. Personally, the things that I enjoy are really taking in other people's opinions and debating and arguing. I can argue with a fence post, as people say. I haven't traveled as much as I'd like to physically, but I think you can get a lot of that exposure still through books and different things. After my undergrad, I went to Baylor and did a master's program in theological studies, and so I enjoyed taking in the opinions and readings Jonathan Edwards, Martin Luther, and then even outside of the direct church and faith, Christopher Hitchens, who is an atheist but has some good thought-provoking material. And then Charles Darwin. I think that there's a lot of things, and those are just a couple of examples, that I enjoy putting the pieces together and try not to have a narrow focus. Other hobbies of mine, I love music. I think it is one of the best forms of expression and helps me get through a lot, whether I listen or play. This is a fiddle that I do not play very much, but I'm trying. I also play guitar and bass guitar specifically. And most of them now, with my kids and the MBA program, they work together to collect dust in the basement. Outside of music, fishing and being outdoors is one of my favorites. This lure here, if you don't fish, go pick this up. If you're a bad fisherman like me, this will compensate for your weaknesses. Caught 15 brim yesterday with that. And I also like to hike. Earned a patch, all you do is ask for it, for hiking this 26-mile loop, Eagle Rock Loop, down in the Ouachita National Forest in Arkansas. I don't get to do as much of that as I like anymore, but it's still something when I can, I sneak out and try to experience the outdoors and get some fresh air, get away from the kind of hectic pace. Other avid interest of mine is outer space. The eclipse, which has already made its appearance in our class, was of special interest to me. And then science fiction novels. So Olaf Stapledon, if you don't know who he is, perhaps you've heard of the Space Odyssey 2001. He didn't write that, but he was a big influence on Arthur Clarke, who wrote that series. So I enjoy a lot of different hobbies, and I try to express myself in a lot of different ways and get input from others. But my biggest brand, my piece, is family, God, loving and enjoying other people, and also arguing with them when it's appropriate, both for my benefit and for theirs. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've learned a little bit about me, and I look forward to hearing more about the rest of you guys. Thank you.